Welcome back for another video. I'm Ehabad, a free-to-play endgame player in Raid Shadow Legends. Today is day 11 of the Fusion, and we're going exactly as per the plan. If we jump in and have a look at the Fusion itself, we have 12 of these rares, all leveled to 40 and 4-star ascended, ready to go. So we are going to be able to fuse 3 of the epics, overlapping with today's champion chase that has just dropped. That will get us 750 points and help kickstart our progress. Obviously, it's also 2x ancients, and we have plenty of shards in the bank, so we will be pulling some ancient shards as well to top that up. And on top of that, we're going to pull some soul stones. So we have 19 plus 20,000 here. We'll have 39 to pull there. Sadly, I was hoping to get to a whole number to do just the 10 pulls, but it is what it is. But before we jump into any of the actual summons, I just wanted to say our actual clan currently has 5 spots in the tier 1 clan. If anyone is interested in joining us, hit me up in the comments. I'll probably post a link to the Discord, and if you are interested, we can get you in. I think we also have a couple of spots in LL2 in our second tier clan. In terms of the tier 1 clan, we are a tier 6 CVC clan. We do maintain that. In terms of clan shop, we have the first 10 slots open. So, we're progressing along the way. In terms of Hydra, we down normal through brutal each week, and a few of us have started to hit nightmare. I myself 1 key nightmare, and the intention is that as people progress a little bit further and as we get a few more people in, we would like to eventually transition into downing nightmare, brutal and hard on a weekly basis. So, if it's something that interests you and your account seems like a good fit for LL1, please let me know. But equally, even if you're a little bit further behind in the game, we do have space in the lower clans as well. So, just let me know in the comments or join the Discord and talk to people in the cluster there. Right then, let's jump into first thing first. We'll do the actual using of the epics, get our 750 points in the bag. There we go, 250 points for the first one. Interesting enough, these don't disappear as you use them. They always used to in other fusions. The way they've coded this one, if you actually pulled more of these rares, you probably could fuse an extra epic if you wanted to. There's 2 of them. My OCD means like I'm gonna click one at a time and do the first 3, even though I could have just clicked it all in the first one. So we got 3 of them done and 750 points in the mag. In terms of what our actual aim's going to be in this, I would say minimum we're going to get the first legendary tome, but realistically I think I will go and get the 5,500 points. I have quite a lot of ancient shards. Ancient shards are quite easy to top up. We get them quite regularly. They're not as scarce as voids. And with 334 in the bag, I'm quite comfortable pulling 50, 60 of them, which I think we probably won't even need as many as that. But if we do, we do, and I think it makes sense. So we'll jump in, do a temple. We got rare, all the rares. Epic. I never really expect much. I mean, that's a terrible 10 pull. We only got 340 points from that. If I were to target any particular non-void legendaries, I think right now I mean, for me, it'd be Theodore, Tomb Lord, Valk, Biggin, Iggy, because I don't have a DPS in Ogre and Tribes. Mortu or Rotos would all be of interest. Another pretty disappointing 10 pull there. And in terms of epics, there really aren't many that I don't have a copy of. The Ancients don't tend to hold that much excitement for me. As a result, we'll do another 10 and then we'll check how we're getting on in the summoning. And we've actually got a copy of the epic after all. So I'm particularly glad with this pull here that we didn't do the extra sacreds required. I always felt that the marginal cost of 6 more sacreds to get a copy of the epic was too expensive. And we've now got a copy of the epic. Given that, we do actually have a choice to make where we do now have 4 copies of the epic. So we could, in fact, do all the leveling and ascending this weekend for the epic and fuse the legendary and get the 500 champion chase points. But my current thinking is, given the choice, I'd probably rather keep a copy of the epic, which might be interesting for some content in the future. And so we're at 3,300. Hope that before the fusion ends, we get another champion training event with a legendary tome in it. And that leveling up the epics at that point, overlapping with another champion training event, would be the optimum. And I think there is a reasonable chance that we would. We still have 5.5 days left on the fusion timer here. The existing champion training ends tomorrow in 21 hours. So I think maybe by the end of Spider on Monday, we might see a champion training event drop. So given that, I probably will hold off doing too much of the leveling until the end of Spider. And I'm going to finish the existing champion training just by getting a few levels into the epics that we've got. It won't take much to get the last 300 points and get the Chaos Ore. So I think that's going to be my approach there, and we'll have to manage it. We're not going to let the timer get so low that we end up missing the fusion. That's not going to happen. We'll make it happen one way or another. But I feel it's in my interest to delay it as much as possible in the hope that we do get good champion training event before the fusion ends. Right, so I'm fairly confident that this has now updated and we are at 3312. Which means if we do want the other legendary book, we still need another ballpark 2,000 points, and we've pulled 40 shards. It's debatable whether it's worth pulling more for it or not. Maybe what I'll do is I'll pull another 20 Ancients. We'll see where we are and potentially top it up with a Fragment Epic, where the Fragment Epics aren't worth that much in CVC. But equally, I'm not really that short on books. So I think what I'll probably end up doing is leaving the pulls at this point as being a relatively efficient way of getting the one book, and see what happens over the rest of the event period as to whether it makes sense to summon any more Ancients on top of the 40 we've already pulled. In which case, let's jump into the Soul Stone summoning. First things first, go to the Mystic Market, buy our Mortal Soul Stones, and we'll do these 3 temples of these and hope we get something interesting and or usable. So really, we're looking for gold or a decent star rating on a champion we actually use. which obviously we haven't got in this first 10. Absolutely nothing there. I've yet to pull a perfect soul. In fact, I've yet to pull a legendary soul for a champion I actually have or use, which is pretty unlucky. And another terrible set there for me. These soul stones have not been kind to me. Like I just don't get usable stuff from them. Pulled again. Another 1 star, and it's it's the current fusion, but it's another champion I don't have. Oh, it's wild. Let's go to the soul collection. Get the rares. 1 and 2 star. At least let's get rid of the 1 stars. That'll give us enough space to summon the remaining shards. We've got 9 more. Let's hope we can get something. I mean, our legendary rate's been pretty good. We've pulled 2 legendaries just in this 30, but they're both only 1 star ranking of a champion that I don't use. I think one of them I didn't even have, right? Technically, both of them I don't have since we haven't done the fusion yet. Sign 1 star. Yeah, I mean, I've really had no luck in these soul stones. 2 star hoarding. I know many people who have got like 4, 5, and 6 star souls already, and in good champions. But that's not been me. We'll have to make our own luck by just using the market as and when stuff we want comes available. We'll go for it there. Be a slow burn. Our soul, another epic. Akoth, actually at least a champion that I use a bit. Not a lot, but a bit. So who can we awaken? Did get a 2 star Dark Elaine. We'll definitely awaken her. Be nice. He is used in a secret room. Renegade, we can awaken the other renegade since we have 2 renegades. So bit awkward that the 50 gets the 2 star, but I'd rather have them both being awakened than get the refund. It doesn't really matter either way. Nullhorn will overwrite and we'll get our refund. Akoth also being overwritten, so we'll get the refund for him as well. Ursine, don't care about. That is that. Like I said, my current rule is that I'll awaken anyone that I 6 star or use regularly. So there we go, that's my collection of all the legendaries that I've pulled. Not a single one that I own. Absolutely unreal. I've pulled 7 legendary souls and I don't own any of them. And then, as you can see, all the star ratings quite low. No 6 stars so far. 2 5 stars. I pulled the Ursine Ironhide and... Is it Ironhide? I can't remember what his name is now. And Jingle Hunter, who I technically use, but not really worth it. And then a smattering of 4 stars, but yeah, no, it's not been kind to me. In the shop today, though, we do have Helikath as a perfect soul, 1 star, and I want to get that because I want to put Brimstone on him. So that will suit me nicely. Reason being, I have now built the Helikath triple Painkeeper composition for twins. So if you want to see that in another video, let me know and I'll make it soon. All right then, I think we'll end the video there, and I'll probably do a separate video because this weekend I am going to go through and awaken, well, not awaken, but actually select blessings for the various champions that I have awakened so far, most of which are in the epic territory. Not too many legendaries awoken So yeah, I'll do another video where I actually go through and select those blessings and kind of talk through my thought process as to why I'm picking the blessings that I am. Hopefully that will be of interest. And we'll end this video there. We've had a pretty bad luck in both shards and in soulstones. I think that's the way the game works. It's better to go in with low expectations from these shard events and just get the rewards that you know you want. Like we did the champion chase. We knew we needed the rare. We wanted the legendary tome. We'll save the energy for when Dungeon Divers starts tomorrow and get a head start on the Dungeon Diver event. So I'm actually keeping the energy there. I've also got the energy from the classic arena. We'll keep that one back in reserve. In terms of the quests, I do have a weekly energy refill. I'll save that for tomorrow. And yeah, we'll crack on once Dungeon Divers drops, and we'll end up with another soulstone. Well, I'll summon that one as well. And Adriel, 1 star. Enjoy. Anyway, so that's that for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.